All right, guys, Shotty T here. We got another video. This one will probably go out tomorrow, Wednesday, because I know I did a lot of videos on Tuesday. So this one's going to talk about different roles in the game. So one of you guys put that as a video topic. So, every once in a while I read those comments and hey, that's not a bad video idea. So as you're aware, in the Alliance, you got people with different roles. You got R1, R2, R3, R4, and then you got R5. So R5 is the leader of the Alliance. So there's only one R5. R4, there's a cap of 8. So as a leader, you have to make sure you're choosing your R4s wisely. Usually those are the people that are your either people that lead by example or just, consistent scores. It's a combination of all of that, because obviously you want the leaders to be vocal enough to where if yourself as the main leader isn't around, you can delegate other people to do other things. And then you have amongst those R4s, you got 4 titles. So half of the R4s can have titles. But in this alliance, really, the titles are nothing really. They're still important to have, but the definition of each title, or anyone can do any of these titles. But I'm going to talk about the different functions of each group. So I'm going to go here to settings, alliance permissions. So, all right, R1, as you can see, has the lowest amount of permissions. They can pretty much, and they're pretty much R2 as well. They have the choice to leave the alliance, and they can view other people that are in the alliance. So that's pretty much it. So basically, what they can do is go here and see who's in the alliance. That's it. All right, or they can leave. All right. Now, but obviously everyone is important. Everyone has to have a role, right? You got your Jordan, you got your Pippen, you got your Kerr. I'm probably talking way past my age. So let's say you got your LeBron, you got your Anthony Davis, you got your Austin Reeves, you got your Rui Hachimura, and then you got your D'Angelo Russells. Then you got the person at the end of the bench. All right, but they still have moral support. Everyone has a role. All right. Anyway, R3, you add an additional role where they can adjust member ranks. So really, they can adjust member ranks to everyone that's below them. So R3 can technically promote an R1 to an R2. So, and R1 is usually what we, in our alliance, every alliance got different definition of what R1s are. R1s are usually new recruits or people that are on probation that haven't been living up to standards. And if you're on probation, that means you're 1 foot closer to being out of there. So that's how we usually do it. If you're consistent enough, then you get out of R1. The goal is to have an alliance where everyone is in R2 above. You don't want people in R1. Okay. All right. And then R3, like I said, those are your core. Those are most of your core people. They're pretty solid, consistent. And because there are only 8 R4 positions, there are a lot of R3s that could be R4s, but it's just not enough spots. So R3s is where your meat and potatoes, your solid performers. That's where you win a lot of server wars, alliance versus a lot of different stuff. It comes from that core group there. And then you have your leaders. You got your R4s. So the R4s, as you can see, it gains a lot of different other permissions. So obviously they can leave whenever. They can view alliance members just like the rest. They can adjust member ranks. Again, member ranks they can promote anyone up to an R3. Because I remember I used to be an R4 in the alliance I was in before. And I remember I had that capability, but I couldn't promote anyone to R4. So, but what they can also do, they can abandon captured cities. So whenever, let's say you got a city that you have, but I see they're trying to run a little dig while I'm not going to catch that dig. It's probably already finished. It's probably already finished, and I can't even click on it. I swear every time when I record, there's always a lag. But anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. So let's say we got this city right here. Yeah, well now you show it. So you can abandon it by hitting that trash can icon. Other R4s got that same ability. So you'll see a lot of abilities that I have that also R4s have. So that again allows the leader to delegate a lot of different tasks for different people. Dismiss reinforcement. So let's say you got a city that you're trying to protect. You can actually take other people's defenses off, especially if there's about to be an exercise and you got people that still got reinforcements unnecessarily at a city. You can actually take them off and send them back to their home, the base of the owner. Leaders can also declare war. So when they're about to take over a city, leaders can declare war. They can do alliance markers. Alliance markers pretty much like that purple flag. So you see that little purple flag there. So you set a new marker, set an assembly point. You can hit that and confirm the simple. So anytime if we're looking to relocate temporarily or permanently to a different area, you do that. So that way when people use their alliance transport, this thing right here, they'll automatically move close to that point. All right, so that's pretty simple there. Next, you have recommended. So this is for the Alliance Tech. So right now we have this as the recommended one, and we're just gonna keep it here until it's almost full. So this is a huge one here because this took forever. So what you can do as a R4 or above, you can technically set any other of these techs as a recommended. So we'll see what we'll recommend next after that's completed. So only R4s got the ability to do that. R4s and above. All right, so let's continue. Upgrade Alliance text. Again, same thing we just got in there. Kick out members. So if you want to kick people, you got the ability to do so as an R4, and that's why picking R4s are key too, because these R4s have to have eyes for people that have to be kicked for various reasons, whether they're not hitting the standards or they're just being a cancer to the alliance. You got to get them out of there. All right. So whatever the case might be, they got the ability to do it. Open for recruitment, joining. So the leaders, they can recruit people. You'll if you're not a leader, you won't see this here invitation link. All right. You can I'll just send it here. Why not? It's 200, only 200 diamonds. So you can send a recruit link in the world chat and the English chat. And as you can see, I just did it there. So if you want to recruit people, you can do that as an R4. Anyone can do it. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the next here. Send mail to members. So that's key. Anytime, a lot of times there are announcements that are posted in the top of the chat here, like in this area. They have access to that. But these announcements only have like space for 200 characters. So anytime you want to send like a lone message as an Alliance R4 or above, you can send Alliance mail. And the cool thing about the mail, if you want to send it to everyone, then of course you click all the boxes. But if you want to send it to a certain tier group, you can just do that. Or if you just want to have a come to Jesus meeting message to the lower performers, you can just select here and say, "Hey, step it up," or "You out," or whatever you got to do. So you can send Alliance mail. It could be a long message. Like I sent one earlier this week, for example, to the R4 only group, just kind of discussing our plans for this week. So I'm not going to go into detail about it. But here we go. This was a mail I sent. As you can see, it's pretty long message. So it definitely would not have fit at the top of this announcement chat. So that's what that's for. All right. Next, permissions that is there. Set the alliance assembly point. So this is kind of actually alliance marker and assembly point are kind of similar as far as that goes, that's what the flag is. But what it does here is that leaders R4 and above has access to this assemble button. So let's say you got people that are misplaced, that are all over the place on the map. All you do is hit that button here, hit confirm, and basically anyone that's not close to the alliance base, they will have like a notification at the top of the alliance chat that says, hey, you need to come back to the alliance. And it'll have like a blue icon, and it'll have like a, basically it'll force you to use like some type of teleport to get back to the alliance so you can get back where you were. So sometimes that's applicable whenever there's a server war or enemy buster where people get zeroed and misplaced throughout the map. Or if it could be something as simple as the alliance relocates, and may not everybody may not be aware of the relocation, so you kind of send that assemble button to remind them, hey, we've moved there, make sure you teleport here. So that's what that is for. Okay, and then speaking of announcement, edit announcement. So only R4s and above have the ability to send announcements. So they can either send like a little short message, 200 characters or less. Like this is an example here. Like this is like a regular announcement like we had for the night for Zombie Siege. Or you can put out a poll. As you can see, I put out the poll for Desert Storm this week. So that's always very useful. We also use polls for First Lady volunteers when it gets closer to our time to go. So that's the R4 um, capability. So really everything else, the what the leader does, the one thing the leader can't do is leave the alliance. Like if I want to leave the alliance, it says you have to transfer leadership before leaving the alliance. So that's one thing that the leader can do that R4 can't do is transfer leadership. So if I wanted to transfer leadership, for example, I hit manage, promote, transfer leadership. So that's how that goes. Okay. And then as far as let's see, what else here. Other tasks that a leader can do, and a lot of these are not as significant. Change entry requirements. I'm not even sure what that is. Invite, teleport. Okay. Uh, Transfer leadership, as I mentioned. Disband the alliance. So if I want to just disband it completely, I could. So that's why you probably got some alliances that no longer exist out there. Change the alliance language. Change the alliance tag. Change the alliance name. Change the alliance banner. So pretty much all of this stuff here, or this message here, like changing the message there, or changing the icon. Make sure I update that there. What else? I think you go here to do all this other stuff. Settings. Yeah, change the alliance name, change the alliance tag, settings, requirements. So all that stuff the leader can do. So it's more admin stuff really, but a lot of times I don't even mess with that stuff, to be honest with you. So a lot of people like to be more detailed. I'm not the most detailed person when it comes to being a leader. Like as I mentioned, these four titles that I mentioned, these are just titles. Warlord theoretically is someone that is usually in charge of like wars, setting up like exercises and stuff. But anyone can do that, as you guys saw there. Recruiter, technically, is the job to recruit people, booting people, like kind of being that like HR person. But that could be anyone, as you saw there. I just posted the recruiter link in the chat. Muse is like more like an entertainment, like a morale person, keep everyone engaged, throw jokes out there. But anyone can do that, right? R3s can do it. R2s can do it. We've had some R2s that were very entertaining, and they were like characters of the group. Okay, but it just they wasn't consistent producers. So that's why they only stayed at R2. And then you have the butler. The butler like makes announcements. Sometimes they'll dole out rewards on events that allows rewards to be doled out. I don't really like the term butler, but hey, that's what the game gives. But again, anyone can do that. So There are some specific things butlers can do that the others can't do, because I think when we had that reward thing at the end of last season, only the butler or the leader could give out the different reward chests when we had hit that 2 million threshold milestone. So those are all the leader roles. Another thing here, if you want to see where alliance members are, I don't believe anyone that's below a R4 can do this. If you want to see where someone's located, you hit up manage, hit that little green icon, and it'll show you where they are. So, and it looks like I missed another dig. I'm missing all these digs during this video. Highly upsetting. But anyway, I mean, that's good. Everyone's getting the rewards. Like I said, sometimes I'll let everyone get the rewards that need it more than I do. But hey, I want those digs because when I'm at work, I miss out on a lot of them. And when I'm asleep, I miss out a lot of them. So I need to catch the ones that I'm around. So, of course, we're going to end it by doing the black market once again. I did hit the 600 milestone just today, I think, with the radar task. So now we're back up to almost 3,000 when you combine the arena, not the arena, but the champion duel rewards, the opening more chests. So let's see what we can get today. So we'll be a little bit more liberal on what we get today. Okay, so we'll get that stuff. But I'm still fishing for that highly coveted pyramid. Like we had another alliance member get the pyramid yesterday, so I want that pyramid. You gotta give me that. All right, we'll get these skill medals here because they're cheap. I know it adds up, but we'll still get it. Another free. Hey, we'll take free coins. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna pass on those this time. I want to get something different. I want to diversify. All right. Ooh. Okay. We got some. Always like that, and some ore. Nothing wrong with ore. Okay. Come on. We got 3 more attempts. All right. We definitely need that iron. We'll get that for sure. All right. 2 more. Oh, we got some goodies here. So this is gonna cost a little bit. Can't really pass up on those when they show up. That's some chance to get a lot of ore, and we strike out once again. So we will see if we can get lucky in this ore chest. We can get anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 upgrade. Usually I get 2,000. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, we got the bare minimum. Oh, it's not good. It's not good right now. But yeah, so those are all the different roles that alliance member play. But every role is critical, because if an alliance only consistent of the leader and the R4s, that's only 9 people. So it takes a full unit of folks. You got your R3 bread and butter, your R2s, which are pretty solid as well. Like a lot of them on the cusp of R3. And then you got the new recruits, or the bottom, not necessarily the bottom feeders, just the lower performers, or people that just haven't been active for a while. You're trying to give them a chance to get back. Some alliances are more lenient than others, letting people go if they're not active after a certain time. But yeah, but that's the structure, and those are the roles. Let me know if you have questions below. But otherwise, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification.